guys! So today I thought I would talk a little bit more about ghosting. I'm actually going to be covering 3 reasons why I think it's okay to ghost or understandable for somebody to ghost. And then I'm going to get into a brief story time as to when I ghosted somebody and why I did. And when I tell you what they did, guys, I think you'll understand why I ghosted them. So let's get into the 3 reasons why it's okay to ghost. Number 1. It is okay to ghost if you feel in any way unsafe around or talking to this person. If they have made you feel like your well-being is not in good hands, whether it's mentally, physically, whatever it is within your right to stop talking to them altogether if you think that that is the wise thing to do, if that's the best thing for this situation. Number 2, it is okay to ghost if the 2 of you or the other person has just stopped trying. Regardless of what your relationship with this person used to be, whether it was a friendship that lasted years or many dates that were a lot of fun, you have to accept the reality of the situation now. Regardless of what kind of interaction this is, it's very unhealthy for you if that other person is the one not trying while you are, and it's a waste of time if both of you aren't trying, but you're still kind of keeping this thing going almost for the sake of what you used to be. It can either be that this interaction was never much to begin with, or it was actually at one point a really good connection, but you have to face the facts of how things are now. And while I think that in this circumstance, sometimes it really is just based on how you feel, it could be the right thing to just say you feel like not talking to them anymore, but if you're both not really trying at all, or if the other person is disrespecting you by not trying at all and not letting you know that they have kind of given up on this interaction, even though you haven't, regardless if it's mutual or not, it's just healthier sometimes to just stop trying, because sometimes it doesn't really feel like a conversation about it is even deserved. And if you don't respond to that person, then they just don't try anymore. I think that's kind of an inkling that that was the right thing to do. But if they keep reaching out to you, let them know you don't feel like you want to continue this interaction anymore respectfully. Number 3, it is okay to ghost somebody if they suck. If they're a jerk, if they're flaky, if they're manipulative, if they don't try, if they're just using you for attention, whatever it is. If I say jerk, sucks, you'll generally be able to identify that person. And if that's who they are, get rid of them. And now the story of the man I ghosted. I have ghosted other people besides this person, but I think that this is just a prime example of when it's okay to ghost somebody. I was dating, I'm gonna give him a fake name, but to be honest, I don't really remember his actual name. We're just gonna call him Charles. He's Charles. So, Charles, I went on a few dates with him. I thought he seemed like a great guy, like even more normal than the average person you meet online, which when you meet somebody online, there's a 50-50 chance they're gonna be crazy. I'm sorry, it's just what it feels like. He was a dancer, which I also have a history of dancing, like tap dancing, ballet, and he was a dance instructor, and I was previously a dance instructor too. We had a lot to talk about. We're both really creative, so I'm like, this might actually lead to something. We went out twice. I think both times we went to Olive Garden because, like, when you're there, your family. Everything seemed to be going fine. Then I started to notice that if I didn't answer his texts within about 5 minutes, he would start sending another text and then another text. Like, I remember I was walking my dog once and he had texted me and I just didn't bring my phone, and I literally just went around the block once with my dog. And when I got back, I had about 3 texts asking me why I wasn't responding. And a few times I said, sometimes I just don't get to my phone right away, sometimes I'm doing something. It doesn't mean that I don't want to talk to you. And we had a conversation on one of our dates about how ghosting is kind of fucked up and how people shouldn't do it, and he agreed, and he feels like, sensitive guys are punished these days, and I agreed with him. Seems like a very normal thing to think, and for a sensitive, kind, smart guy, it felt like he had been mistreated by other girls in the past who had ghosted him, and it was unfair, and I agreed with him. So it was a continuous thing of, it's okay, sometimes I just can't answer my phone. right away. And I thought, okay, maybe he's just insecure. He's been hurt before. Maybe this is just something we can work on. And then we had another date planned. I forget what it was. We'll just assume it was Olive Garden. And I got my period. And why does it feel weird still in 2022 to be talking about periods? I got my period. And I didn't want to go out on a date because I would be uncomfortable the whole time. And I told him I couldn't go out because I wasn't feeling well. Just generic, didn't want to get into more than that, not feeling well. And he freaked the fuck out, guys. He was so upset. He thought I was just ditching him. He thought that I was using him or leading him on just because I wasn't feeling well. And we got into a whole conversation about it. And I told him, finally, I felt like I had to, I'm on my period. I don't want to go out when I'm on my period. That is why. And he said to me, why didn't you just say that? Why didn't you just tell me the truth? Because I don't have to tell you I'm on my period if I don't want to, Charles. And then he started texting again and again and again. And that I needed to be honest with him and all this weird stuff. I was weirded out by it, so I just didn't respond. After not responding and he kept texting and texting, I blocked him. That wasn't even the weird part, guys. Somehow, he got another number. He started texting me with a different number after I blocked him. And he kept going and going. And then I blocked that number. And then he had another number. And I blocked that number. And then he had another number. How the fuck did he keep getting these numbers? It was fucking scary. And he was really just digging a hole deeper and deeper for himself because he was just becoming more and more unstable and aggressive. And he said to me, I can't believe I thought that you were mature. You're not mature at all. You said that you liked sensitive guys. Because apparently sensitive equates to crazy. It was like over the course of like a whole day where again I blocked him. And then he got another number again. And he said to me, ha, I got you. I actually had a girlfriend the whole time. I was trying to cheat on her. I actually got you. I'm the one who was trying to use you because I actually had a girlfriend this whole time and I was gonna cheat on her, but I'm so glad that I didn't do it because I realized how great she actually is because of how awful you actually are. He fucking went off on me about me not having the values I claim to have, and then he says, haha. I'm so glad I didn't cheat on her now. You don't care about other people like she does. She loves that I'm sensitive. She lets me text her 1,000 times if she ever leaves the house without me. And I realize that that's a rarity, you know, that's a rare gem in society who will let you act like a psychopath. And then, a year later, about a year later, I get somebody who follows me on Snapchat, Charles, and I forgot his name. His name wasn't Charles, but I forgot his real name. Back then too, I made the mistake of adding him just to see who he was, and it was him. And he said he was in a very bad place back then. He apologized. Didn't really get into all the crazy shit he said, but generically he apologized. And I was like, okay, I accepted his apology, and that's it. In my head, I'm thinking, of course he doesn't want to keep talking. He understands he was a psychopath, right? And he said, I hope you'll let me, text you, and we can be friends, and maybe more can come of it. And I said, no. No. You apologized, I accept your apology, but I don't want to talk to you anymore. think that's understandable, right? And then he said, well, it's kind of pointless for you to accept my apology if you don't want to talk to me. If you don't want to be friends now. How can this person be like this? He starts texting again, over and over again. Well, if you accept my apology, are you just leading me on again? If you accept it, then that's kind of entering into an agreement, don't you think? Where we will keep talking, we'll be friends, maybe try again. I got off my Snapchat, and for whatever reason, I just never used it again. So I still haven't looked at it, and I never blocked him. So God only fucking knows how many texts he has left. Sometimes it's okay to ghost, guys. Don't beat yourself up about it. If they seem like they have a collection of lost women's keys underneath their bed, or for guys, if they seem like the next Jodi Arias, sometimes it's okay. That's all I wanted to say. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe or like if you want to, or add me on Instagram, shameless plug, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.